I want to show you guys how to farm ancient civilization cores in Palworld 1.0. And as you can see, I have 644 of them here. I have so many of them, I don't even need to use them anymore. I don't need to farm them. And I'm going to show you two ways. One is kind of like mid-game, one is end-game. I'll show you the end-game way first, and I'll help you to maximize your end-game as well. So you're going to be using the Ancient Relic Recycler, and you're going to be putting the ancient relics into the recycler. And you're going to have to make sure that you have some holy water in here to increase the drop rate by 1.5%. And then just turn it on. And if you have a pal designated to this recycler, you will see that your items in here will just keep going up and up and up. You're going to get some really cool stuff, like some implants, for example, and schematics. But for this video, ancient civilization cores. And I'm going to help you maximize the amount of these relics you get in a moment. But first, I just want to show you the midway or the mid-game version of the ancient cores, because at the end of the day, you're probably going to need some of those cores to get to the point where you can use the relics in the first place. And I'd recommend the old tried and tested PAL expeditions. And you're looking at the Celestial Sakura Cavern. It's a high risk one, so you do have to have killed the boss in the Sakura area in order to do this. And you pretty much just go in, auto assign, and make sure that your reward is above 100%. If you are still early-ish game and your reward is 80 to 100%, that's okay. Anything less than 80, I wouldn't go for it. I would go around and I'd pick up some pals and try and level them up. And after leveling them up, then going here. You're going to get so many ancient cores from doing this. Nowhere near as many as you're going to get from the relics that I showed you. And I just want to show you real quick, like how to get these relics. So one of the best things you can do is go and have your Eidolon ready for this, or a flying mount just to get you around. Then have the monasting, which is going to give you more drops from electric pals. Then have monasting Terra, which is going to give you more drops from electric pals again. Then you have the enchanted sword, which is going to give you 40% more drops from dark pals. And then the Elfidran, which is going to give you 80% more drops from dark pals. The reason why it's 80%, even though your Elfidrans will be lower, is because I have him at 4 stars. So you can upgrade the rank of your pal to increase the amount of drops that you get. So what I like to do is I like to go to the world tree, and I like to go to this bridge here within the seal. And I'm pretty much getting on my flyer and going to the other side of it. The Elfidran and the sword are going to help me get more drops from this boss right here. And the drops that this boss gives you are very important for lots of things, but mostly for relics. So I'm pretty much going to kill it before this one even wakes up. I'm going to kill this one as well. This one's neutral. If you want to increase the amount of items that are dropped from neutrals as well, you can. There's a couple of things to mention. First of all, the one thing I've noticed is that the relics don't drop immediately. You have to spend a little bit of time in the area. And once they start dropping, they're going to drop all the time. That's the way I see it anyway. It's always the case for me. And the second thing that I recommend you do is kind of go back and forth after you've killed enemies, just to make sure that there's none on the ground. For some reason, and this is an exact example of this, your character doesn't always automatically pick up the relics. I don't know why. They really should make it so that the relics are picked up automatically. Now they do if you go over them a few times, but sometimes you actually have to look at the relic and press F on it. And if you want to collect holy water and relics at the same time, come to Dusty Ravine and go up and down this area here. Dusty Ravine is just up a little bit from the entrance, up to the left from the entrance of the word tree. And this is pretty much the reason why we are using a build that increases drops from electric pals, because a lot of the pals here are electric, and most of them are green healths, which means they won't attack you on sight, which means you should use like a low level weapon to wake them up so that your drones can do the rest of the damage, and then just pick up all the items that they drop. As I mentioned already, these guys will start dropping relics left, right, and center once the relics start dropping. It takes a couple of goes before that starts happening, but once it does, you'll be swimming in the relics. And you also have mimics here as well. So get ready to get some dog coins. I'm going to set myself up and kill this, hopefully in one shot. Is going to give me some dog coins. Here we have our relics now as well. The decayed ancient relics, I don't really find that useful, but you're really looking for the glistening ancient relics. Once you get those, that's when you start getting some really cool stuff when you recycle it. And so I think I covered everything at length when it comes to these items. Make sure that you ask any questions in the comment section if you have anything to ask. And if not, I will see you guys in the next video.